box. Obviously, we're here with Nafiah and her mom and dad, and I also want to personally thank Janine Deal, who is director of our Office of Victims' Rights. She does an amazing job, and we thank her for all her assistance. I also want to take the time to thank Crime Stoppers for all they do in helping us get tips in all major crimes in Nassau County. So we made a promise to Nafiah and to her mom and dad that we would never give up, that we would be vigilant, that we would track down every lead. And we're here today to say that we have an individual who is going before, or just went before, the court to be arraigned. District Attorney Ann Donnelly is going to vigorously prosecute this case, but I wanted to take the time out to thank our great men and women of the Nassau County Police Department for their hard work. Again, we made a solemn pledge, and we made that pledge time and time again, that we would go and follow every lead, no matter where it led us to, in order to solve this crime and bring justice to Nafiah and to her family. So I am incredibly grateful for the police work that we've done. Nafiah is a wonderful young lady. I've gotten to meet her a few times, and she is a symbol of courage and fortitude. Her parents have stood behind her rock solid, and this is a day where justice will be served. And with that, at this time, I would like to introduce to you our lead prosecutor. She does an amazing job. She will be taking over this case and prosecuting it to its fullest extent, our District Attorney, Ann Donnelly. Ann?
Thank you, County Executive Blakeman, Commissioner Ryder. Nafiah, thank you for being here today. The first time I met Nafiah was over 4 years ago, and I made her a promise. And I promised that we would work tirelessly with the Nassau County Police Department to solve this crime. I want to thank my prosecutors who worked so hard on this case to bring it to at least the beginning of what is the prosecution today. So we're here this morning to announce that after nearly 5 years, through the incredible efforts of our Nassau County Police Department, and I cannot emphasize enough how hard the Nassau County Police Department worked with us on this case. And my prosecutors, we have now indicted the individual responsible for attacking Nafiah Ikram with acid outside her home in Elmont in 2021. That individual is Terrell Campbell. He was arraigned this morning here in Mineola on charges of 2 counts of assault in the 1st degree, criminal possession of a weapon in the 4th degree, and unlawful possessing noxious materials. He was remanded by Judge Joy Watson. If convicted, he faces up to 25 years in prison. On March 17th, 2021, at approximately 8:30 p.m., Nafiah, who was just 21 years old at the time, was returning to her home on Arlington Avenue in Elmont with her mom after working at a local pharmacy in Baldwin. Her mom went ahead into the house while Nafiah gathered her belongings out of the car and made her way to the front door. But before she could get into the safety of her home, she was attacked from behind. Sulfuric acid was thrown at her, covering her face and chest, going into her eyes, her mouth, and causing severe burn injuries. The assailant ran and disappeared. An extensive coordinated investigation between the Nassau County Police Department, my office, and other law enforcement partners began. For nearly 5 years, law enforcement ran down every lead. They investigated every tip and every piece of evidence to find Nafiah's attacker. Video evidence collected from the scene shortly after the attack captured the assailant in a red Nissan Altima, a block away from Nafiah's home and fleeing from the scene. But despite exhausted efforts, we were unable at the time to match that vehicle to an owner. Late last year, new evidence came to light that jump-started our investigation and led to this arrest. And that evidence pointed to Terrell Campbell of Brooklyn. Once we learned Campbell's identity, with the help of the New York City Police Department, we located his address and found a red Nissan Altima parked outside. We later learned that he had regular use of a red 2015 Nissan Altima back in 2021 that was registered to a family member. As we continued our investigation, we reviewed Campbell's internet search history. In the minutes following the 2021 attack, we found searches asking, how do I remove sulfuric acid from my car's fabric? And 2 years after he ambushed Nafiah and left her screaming in pain on her front lawn, he actually produced and uploaded a music video to YouTube boasting about throwing acid in a woman's face. As unbelievable as it may seem, it is still up on YouTube. A harrowing attack boiled down to some lyrics to get him attention. Under the name Young Based Prince is a song called Obsidian. And obsidian means hot lava that comes from a volcano, and when it cools into a rock, it's called obsidian rock. In this song, Obsidian, he raps, on the street in the night like a hitman assassin, trying to run up and have your face burned in acid. It's sickening, it's cruel, and it's brazen. But through the incredible detective work and through the incredible partnership with my prosecutors, finally, we believe this almost 5-year-old mystery has been solved. These past 5 years have not been easy for Nafiah. She survived the attack, but that was just the beginning of a painful journey for a beautiful young woman. After the attack, she permanently lost eyesight in her right eye. She has undergone countless surgeries and reconstructive grafts. The scarring in her throat is so severe that she must suffer through routine operations to remove scar tissue. This is critical surgery that allows her to breathe and eat normally. For the past 5 years, she endured this unimaginable pain. She has also lived with 2 heartbreaking questions: who and why? Today, I am proud that we are finally able to answer one of those questions: the who. As for the why, our investigation continues, and we cannot provide any additional details at this time. But it is clear this heartless defendant intended to cause her irreversible harm. And later, he cared so little about the traumatic, life-altering injuries he caused, he used the attack to try to further his rap career. Campbell thought he got away with it. He bragged on the internet for everyone to see. He thought, after several years without an arrest, that he was home free. But he could not have been more wrong, because he doesn't know the Nassau County Police Department. He doesn't know my office and my prosecutors, but he will now. We will hold him accountable for the anguish he caused this young woman and her family. I'm going to turn it over to Police Commissioner Ryder. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon. First of all, the district attorney went over most of the facts of the case that I don't need to repeat, but what she left out is this. Without the cooperation of our district attorney, we would not be here today. Hundreds and hundreds of subpoenas and records that we had to go through to get to where we are today. Without the county executive support on day one, you open up the toolbox, you give them every tool in there. We wouldn't have got here without the support of our county executive. But the most and the hard work goes to those detectives that went after it every single day. You know, there's this big famous case right now going on in Arizona, the Guthrie case, and people want answers why. We took a lot of heat over the last 5 years. Oh, you're not doing enough. The police department's not doing enough. Know this, the Nassau County Police Department never gives up on their victims, never. This animal will serve his time in jail where he deserves to be. And this investigation is not done. But without the great work of these young detectives down in the 5th Squad, young lieutenant that leads their charge and is their supervisor, we wouldn't have gotten here where we are here today. We'll continue pushing, making sure it gets done. We're going to make sure that the family gets exactly what they deserve in the closure, and the animal will go to jail for a long, long time, and along with anybody else that is involved with this case. And then from that point on, we'll see where we got to go. But right now, I just want to say thank you to the district attorney, thank you to our county executive, and very much thanks to our great detectives here in Nassau County. Thank you.
Any questions?
DA, what was the difference between 5 years ago and now? Because in court they said about the car, but they also said technology. What happened, I guess, late last year that made this arrest possible?
We received information about a possible suspect, and we followed up on that. And that led to the technology searches and everything that we had to do as far as the car, the technology.
There was a $50,000 reward in this case. Is that possibly going to someone as a result of this?
So I left out our Crime Stoppers with the $50,000 reward, and yes, it will be going to somebody, but we cannot discuss that.
Is the defendant known to the family?
No,
Not known at all.
no.
What was that new evidence that you said came to light?
Information about a possible suspect.
And was there motive behind it?
I'm not going to comment on that at this point.
What are the prospects for further arrests in this case? Can you talk about that?
All I can say is the investigation is ongoing, and it's certainly possible.
Was Campbell paid for his activity, do you believe?
I can't comment on that right now.
I know you said you can't comment on a motive, but do you have one that you're just not telling us, or is it still being investigated?
It's still being investigated.
Mr. Attorney, why is this defendant not being charged with attempted murder?
It actually does not fit into the murder statute, which is why we did not charge him with attempted murder.
This case was rolled out early on as a hate crime. Is there any reason as to anything in your evidence that determined this was not based on religion or race?
I don't have any evidence to show that this was based on race or anything along those lines.
Was there a statute of limitations that was coming into play next month, 5 years?
Yes.
What would have happened if March 17th came by and there was not an arrest with this? Can you just talk about the statute of limitations?
Well, a statute of limitations, if we go past that point, means that we cannot arrest and prosecute someone for the crime.
Was it 5 years?
It is.
So is that possibility that he was paid for this action something you're looking into?
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Want to make any statement?
They want to speak.
No, at this time, the family has requested that there be no questions. It's their request, and we need to respect that. Hold on one second. Fatia's mother wants to thank everybody. Do you want to thank them? Come on up here.
I would like to thank everyone for coming. Most importantly, we would like to thank everyone who has been involved with the case. Nassau detectives, the department. We would like to thank everyone who has kept us in their prayers. We would like to thank all the Congress people, Laura Gillen, Mr. Solages, every single person, Jeannie and Nora from the crime victim They have been our backbone. Forgive me if I'm forgetting. So I want to take this opportunity to thank every single person, every single prayer that have been made for us to meet this day today. And we're very grateful and thankful for everyone. Thank you.
Just a statement, thanks.
Come on, we're gonna buzz out here. Follow me. Follow us. Good job. Thanks. Appreciate that.